winning an incredible 6th stage in style. Not even the biggest of Pog fans would have forecasted before the final day. It has been extremely special.
They call it the race of truth, and it's hard to argue with that. The truth is Tadej Pogacar is simply the very best in this Tour de France, the very best in the world right now. Emotion from Remco Evenepoel, tears from the rider finishing in 3rd. Surely relief mixed in with joy at the end of his first Tour de France. Tadej Pogacar, though, and his team in yellow, the ones to celebrate a 6th stage win at this Tour de France. His 3rd Tour title and a brand new chapter in the history books. Robbie, it is fitting, is it not, that 1, 2, 3 on our GC finished in exactly the same order in the TT?
It is very fitting. It just fits in totally with the balance of power we've seen over the last few days, with Tadej Pogacar still head and shoulders above the rest. Jonas Vingegaard showing that the way he came back over the last couple of days of this tour, able to hold off Remco Evenepoel in the time trial on a course that really suited Jonas. And Remco finishing off this tour in really fine form. We're there with the doubts around his capabilities in the Grand Tour against the best in the business, whether he could go the distance and last all the way. He just said there about the time trial, it's the race of truth. Tell you what, as well, the truth hurts.
Yeah, unless you're Tadej Pogacar.
Even if you win, it's just that the pain goes away quicker.
Yeah, I mean, he did have time for a little bit of showboating, didn't he, coming into the final here. He put 3 fingers behind his back for the cameras coming behind, celebrating his 3rd Tour de France stage when celebrating, of course, the team car travelling behind as well. Time to raise his arms in the air and still win this time trial by a margin of 1 minute and 3 seconds. A generational talent is a term that's been used a lot for Tadej Pogacar. It's hard to argue with that, Sean, isn't it?
Well, you can't argue with it. And, you know, the way he rode this time trial again, considering the buffer he had, you know, you could say he might play it a bit safe, but when you see the riding he was doing on the descent, the risk-taking, and all the 3 guys there, like, just shows those are the big champions, and, you know, they don't back out from anything. And, you know, Tadej Pogacar there, like that performance again, like he was going down that descent, and we could see in the final. And then when he comes over the line, you know, his staff, his team members, he's just, you know, hugging them all. Doesn't look like he's out there making an effort.
He saved a little something for the group victory dance, didn't he? But going down that descent, I mean, we call it risk, he calls it fun.
Well, that's what I said, Robbie, in the commentary. When you look at it on TV, and you know from going down descents, and when you're on the bike, you know, you see those things now on TV, and you say, oh my God, he's going to flipping cream himself, as we say in biking. But you're in control, and you get that little bit of a skid, but you just go for the next corner, the same thing, you do the same thing again, and that's what we're seeing with all of them. We're seeing with Vingegaard as well. But yeah, Pogacar, you know, he knew, I suppose, in the end he had it wrapped up and he could knock it off a bit. But normally in a time trial at that difficulty, that effort you put in, you come in and you just, for my day I remember, anytime I just fell down to the ground and had to be picked up. So, you know, it just shows the talent this guy has got, as you
Absolutely.
say. It's just unbelievable.
A very quick apology for Sean's overexcitement a moment ago, dropping the F-bomb, Sean. You've got to remember we're live on television. I know that you love this. The passion is taking over. It just says everything. You're usually so calm and collected. The apology accepted, Sean. I apologise for having to apologise. It was magnificent. And now on GC, he has won his 3rd Tour de France by 6 minutes and 17 seconds over Jonas Vingegaard, 9 minutes and 18 seconds over Remco Evenepoel, and a margin of 19 minutes and 3 seconds over João Almeida. It was comfortable in the end, wasn't it, Danny?
Very comfortable. It's just remarkable. There's hardly any words for it now. We're witnessing history, a very special era within our sport. These athletes don't come around very often, and we have to enjoy it. They're all winners in their own rights, from the stories that they've got in their approaches into this Tour de France, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. You know, 12 different winners throughout, 12 different stories as to where they've come from and what their goals have been, the different teams. It's been amazing.